Alright, hello and welcome to a new game called Jotunnslayer. Hold up, I'm gonna turn down the audio just a little bit more. Not all the way down, damn. Let's do 25. Just so you guys can hear me just a little bit better. But hello and welcome. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. My name is Firebug, and today, first things first, I'm gonna reset everything because I did play this behind the scenes. Oh, shocker! But I wanted to get my hands on and make sure everything worked out the way it should. So, but yeah, welcome to Jotunnslayer. If I pronounced that right, Jotunnslayer. Yeah, this is the game, and I think it's just more as like an indie game than anything else. And so you got different characters, right? So right now, since I resetted everything, you got Berserker and you got the Seeris. I don't know how to pronounce that, but let's just try out the Berserker, right? And Berserker has a range, and it says attacks can be triggered the state of unleashing full violent potential. It gives you HP, so he has HP regeneration and a plus damage of 20%. He also has hot blood, gives him more attack speed, and get attack speed plus per 1% of the missing health. So if he misses more, like if he gets more damage, he's gonna get more attack speed. Alright, and then next up is Survivor. So he basically gets health regen and max health. Alright. And this is just the different weapons, right? So I guess I already have 15, even though it should be 0, but that's whatever. Ignore this. But yeah, you can have different weapons and you use these rocks to unlock them. Every time you use a different weapon, it has a different passive. So for this one, it says critical strike damage is plus 5%. As in this one, it says stun chance is a plus 5%. Also, with different weapons, gives you a different ability, or basically his ultimate. So this one's called Toss. It hurls 8 axes in a multiple duration, damaging enemies and piercing through their defenses. So it does damage, and the cooldown is 14 seconds. As in this one, it says direct a manifesting roar at enemies, knocking them back and triggering range. So it will trigger his passive range more. I think this one does? No, it doesn't. Interesting. But yeah, different weapons do different things. Of course. And then he has different skins. So this one you can unlock by completing Niflheim on hard, right? But these two, this one and this one, is just DLC. So, but which I don't have the DLC because I'm not a big baller like that. But I did buy the game, so. Oh, let's go back. So these are just the different maps and locations, but they're all locked until you complete one of them. And since I resetted everything, the difficulty is going to be forced on easy, normal, and then it's going to be hard. And then you also have a different game mode that is endless, so it just keeps going and going. But yeah, you can see hard and then insane. These are just modifiers. So we got Brave Chicken. You have reduced strength. You reduce the strength of all enemies, but your cowardness comes at a cost, right? So enemies deal 30% less damage, but you also lose the objective rewards of takeaway 50. So interesting stuff. All right, let's get into the game.
Festa andardrochtum skoipunar inars. Udrugar saulir haffa ferret kartar post. Räknar till djupfresta vila ishemisens. En innan dessa tappra, skuggala lands, bränna en sommarsauler av bjartar till ett kifes av eilefre nacht. Chach veboin, djarve enda, och lau frifeide hivjärst.
My fucking eyes! But yeah, Jotunnslayer Hordes of Hel. Alright. So this game is just keyboard and mouse only. Spacebar is to dash, and Q is your ultimate. And every time you level up, you get to choose a skill type. And so I'm playing Berserker. If you're playing a different character, it would be something different right here. But this will change, and I have a chance to re-roll it if I don't like the two options. But for now, let's try out what my character's abilities can do. Alright, so we got a couple of them. So, auto casts and a passive, right? So this one, execute a spinning rip and attack. So just attack the rip. And then I could do axe though. Throw axes at random enemies. I kind of want to do that one. And then you got Frenzy. Enter range, deals area damage. So this works with this passive, right? But for now, this is due throwing random axes. So you can see it automatically does it. This mouse, right? I don't have to click on anything besides like the objectives and choose gods. But the mouse, you don't have to click for a basic attack. So choose an objective. There's only one. Mushrooms. Right? Basically, I just have to collect 8 mushrooms. And my reward is 3 gold. So let's do that. This game's pretty fun. And again, like I said, clicking doesn't do anything. Right? So, I know I'm leveling up pretty fast, but it's just because I'm on easy right now. And you get a lot more XP. So we looked at Berserker, and it changes every time, right? So I click on him, it's going to have 3 different cards. Now let's look at Thor, right? So Thor has his hammer, has Lightning Nova, and Ball of Lightning. So what his hammer do is returning. It's a returning hammer of Thor. So I'm thinking it just you throw it out and it comes back to you. A circular wave of lightning damage. Randomly traveling ball of lightning. Do you want balls of lightning? Nah, I think you want the hammer. Yep, like I kind of assumed that's what it was. It was just his hammer that goes back and forth, which is going to be pretty good later in the match. Alright, so now let's go back to Thor. And as you can see, it's different. Like he doesn't have his hammer right here, but now I have different ones. But if you want his hammer, then I can re-roll it. Or they say like I don't want the balls at all, I don't want to see it anymore. I can banish it and get rid of it forever. So this is what it will look like. Boop. Now it gives me these options. So a storm of lightning bolts or lightning strikes in a 4 fixed duration. Let's say do this one. So now I have lightning strikes. Alright, now let's go with the objective. Go and collect 8 mushrooms, and it'll show up as blue on the minimap. The minimap's pretty small, but you can kind of see where to go. I know it doesn't look too impressive right now, but later in the match, it's going to get harder and harder. So, alright, so we got Berserker and Broke and Sendry. I don't know how to pronounce that. Let's choose him. The blacksmiths is what I'm going to call him. And we got runes. So it looks like he's just more passive based. So rune of power, increase weapon skill damage, right? You got harmony rune, increase critical hit damage with the class of god skills. That looks good. And then you got the knowledge rune, increase the number of rerolls and banishes steals, right? So, but I might just go for this. Because if I remember, the axe that I'm using also does critical crit chance, right? So I'm gonna probably go up and then around. So let's do that. Do not worry about the XP or the gold. It'll always still be there, right? So if I come over here again, they do not despawn. Alright, let's do more Thor. And this time, let's do another point of his hammer. So now it's going to do more damage. And I think it's going to have a cooldown. If you don't know when your abilities are about to go back up, it's going to be on this side. And your ultimate will be Q, and it will light up like that. So as you can see, it has a cooldown. And this is your health, XP, and the spacebar is your dash. Pretty self-explanatory. So, pretty simple game, but I believe it's still pretty fun. And you should try it out yourself. And it's pretty cheap on Steam. It's considered as an indie game, so it's like, why not? I don't think this game is story-driven. I think there's just that one cutscene in the very beginning, but that's really it. But pretty fun game. I've played it behind the scenes. I know, shocker, and curse on me for not recording. But I wanted to make sure the game run properly on my computer. So, and I wanted to make sure everything was working as well as intended. Alright, so explosive nature. Gain a lightning of each attack. Let's try that. So every time I attack, hopefully. I know that wasn't it, but oh well. If there was more enemies, we could probably see it. But I'm assuming I had to get up and attack something. But I'm killing them too fast. That's the problem. Food is just healing, and right now I have a lot of health, so it doesn't really apply to me. These things, they drop gold when you kill them. So that, and sometimes food. So there's that. And then on the map, you see the food is up there, right? The other one that I didn't pick up. Let's do more Thor. And you have increased health, thunderstorm, or that. Let's just do an upgrade. Because I feel like I don't need the extra health just yet. And I feel like I'm doing pretty fine. But as you can see on the mini-map, like I said, you can see the health that I didn't pick up on the map. And I see this chest, which I'm going to go towards. But let's finish this objective. There you go. Got my extra gold. And gold is important because later in the after this match, you can utilize the gold. Alright, so now we got a second objective. And basically you just have to defeat 2 chieftains and collect 5 gold. And I know I'm on easy, but if I was playing on normal or hard, it would give me different options for the objectives. Alright, so every time you open the chest... Sorry. Every time you open a chest, you have a chance to get these items. Right? And this one just gives you more gold. This one, it increases the experience gained by 50% of the current level. Since I just leveled up, this could be a good option. Or I could do more critical hit chance by 15, but the duration's only 70 seconds. So I'm probably going to do this. And then look at that, instantly leveled up. So let's go back to Berserker. And I can have, now he just only has 3 passes, but I can re-roll it if I choose to. But I don't want to because this critical hit chance is pretty good. Or entering range deals area damage, or increased attack damage is 20%. Let's do more crit damage, or crit chance. One of the two. But as you can see, the more I play, the harder it slowly gets. Alright, this is the chieftain. So I'm going to alt. Always avoid the attacks. And another thing to keep in note, so I'm probably going to try to stop attacking him, but if I'm standing close to him, see how fast I'm dying? And it's just a little thing to keep in mind. So you want to consistently move, right? god, it went from full health to half health pretty fast, and this character is pretty tanky too. So just sayings to keep in mind of. All right, so let's go with the blacksmith again, and now I can get health regen, or get more banishes, or collective range. Where is collective range? Right action rune, increase the collection of range of experience and items. All right, so but I kind of need some healing right now, so let's just do the health regen. So you can see my health is gonna slowly but surely come back up. And then again, food's gonna heal me, so now I'm back up. So yeah, pretty simple game, but I've been really enjoying it, and hopefully it is fun to watch. I'm not too sure. It'd probably be a lot funner if I was streaming this, but the problem with that is that my internet kind of fucking sucks, so I can't really stream anything. That's why I make YouTube videos, because it doesn't require my internet to be up all the time. But if I was streaming this, I believe that this would be a fun game to interact with my chat and all that. But maybe in the future, when I can find a stable internet connection to finally play these games and have a stream of, maybe in the future, who knows. Damn it, insta-killed him. I used my ultimate and killed him. Alright, so now I think it's level 10, if I remember correctly. I could be completely wrong. I'll see once I get back in game. But once you hit a certain level, you can choose a subclass. So he has Battle Master, Zealot, Slot, and you got Troll Section. I don't know how to pronounce shit, dude. I'm autistic. Anyways, you got this one does attack damage is 30%, attack speed is 10%, doubles in range. This one, what it does is cooldown on god skills. What are the god skills? God skills are those ones that you see on the side, like the Thor's hammer, lightning strikes. That's what considered god skills. And this will just reduce the cooldown, which I really like doing this one. But if I was going for a harder match, then I probably want to pick up this one for more health regen and health powers, right? But for in this video, let's just do this one. So more damage. Alright, so it looks like there was another chest up there, so I'm gonna go up there and get it. Again, do not worry. I'm still gonna make Smite content, so if you're a subscriber or anything like that, if you consistently watch my videos, do not worry. I'm not gonna stop playing Smite. I'm just gonna try different games in my channel to see how well it does. Because sometimes I get tired of playing Smite, so consistently every single day. Chain lightning upon being hit. Let's do that. We got chain lightning at. Oh, I think it just happened. Yeah, you see it. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so it's kind of useless. Alright, so now we got Magnet that will draw all experience crystals in the large area towards the hero. You got more rerolls, right? Or we got the Valhalla Mead. And this will guarantee us bless of more damage, but the duration is 70 seconds. I'm going to actually pick up this one, and hopefully, yep, as you see, they're all going to come to me and level up. Alright, so now let's choose Freya, because we haven't seen what Freya does. So Freya has Golden Cure, heal a small portion of health every time a gold is collected. So every time you pick up gold, you get some health back. Which, let's be real, you don't really see a whole lot of golds in some areas, so kind of useless. So that being said, I'm just going to banish it. Even though it could be good later, like let's say like if you're playing not on easy mode, and you're playing on hard mode and there's a lot more gold on the ground, maybe pick that up. But for now, I'm just going to banish it. Alright, so a divine energy field damaging to enemies. So there's that one. And we got the slashes the Freya's sword. So let's try this one. See what it looks like. So you can see, it does that. Stand up. Oh, is this the healing one? Or maybe it's the slow one? Yeah, I don't remember what that one was. Maybe I should have read it before I clicked on it. Oh well. And I know, bad example of the gold, right? You should have picked the gold. See, you're grabbing gold. But it looks like it slows them, so that's pretty cool. But like I was saying, do not worry. I'm still gonna make Smite content. I'm just gonna try to branch out into different games like I usually do in my channel and see how well that performs. I'm gonna try to pick games that are like more mythology, because I feel like that kind of fits the theme of why you want to play Smite in the first place, because of the gods, goddesses, all that. So more mythology games coming soon. And this one was pretty cheap and it's an indie game, so it's like, why not? Why not do it? Alright, entering range does that and take less damage, and the invincibility is active during a dash. That sounds tempting, so tempting enough that I want to grab it. Alright, so now we got a new objective, and it is the Curse of the Winter. So, endure an overwhelming, slowing cold facing it and survive. Survive the curse, and this is 1. And the reward is 4 gold. So basically go outside when it's winter time. Gotcha. The game's even telling me to go outside. So hey, go touch some snow. Even though it is September and not December. This one, right, that showed up screen, that's just a healing area. So if you get really low and you see that, it's a chance that you can go over there and heal completely up. Another thing to keep in note that this game, I believe it's just on Steam, not on console. So, but I could be wrong. But the reason why I think it's on Steam only, or on the Epic Game Store, is because there is no controller support in the game. I'm gonna choose the blacksmiths. Ooh, we get more health regen, or weapon skill damage. Let's get more health regen, because why not? Why I believe this game is just on PC is because there's no controller support, and so that is the reason why I believe it's just on Steam and not on Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo. Do people even still use Nintendo? I know I don't know. I never, like, I had a Nintendo Switch, but never the new one. Because I thought, why would you pay that much for a new console? Or those games are way too expensive for that console. I don't know. It just didn't sit right well with me. Let's do more blacksmith, because why not? So we got the more crit damage. We got damage of class, maximum health, or damage. Let's just do more crit damage. And yes, I can confirm that this game is one-hand friendly. Hopefully, you don't really need to use 2 hands. So just to keep that in mind for those interesting viewers. So more movement speed or damage reduction. We can just do damage reduction, and it's stackable. It's like, why not? Alright, so it looks like I have 1:40 to get my ass over here. I don't know why I clicked on it. Just do shit. So I'm gonna go over there And my last objective is summon the Jotun. But this is what the healing thing looks like, and you just stand on it and you heal completely. Alright, let's do Thor one last time. And increase God skill damage, or I can just do these. So this just increases the range and the shock chance, and this one just increases the strikes. Let's just do more ability damage, because why not? Damn, where all these skeletons come from? They're like dancing. Little Spadies are dancing. So it looks like this guy didn't do his makeup today. What a shame, because he's usually a pretty boss to fight against. But you know, Big Bessie, not all of us can be pretty. It's gonna be okay though, because I believe you're pretty. Even though your name is the Bone Jotun. Bone Jotun. I make this look easy on PC, huh? Even though most of my videos I actually use a Xbox controller. But I know how to use keyboard and mouse. It's not that hard. Oh, now you guys want to come in and join the party, huh? And there we go. I believe that looks like chicken. What is that? I don't know, but I grabbed it. Alright, now we unlocked a new class, or aka a new character, Revenant. And it looks like he's more as a marksman. We unlocked normal difficulty. Ooh. And we unlocked a new god, Loki. So we can play again. Or if we go to the main menu. Let's go to the main menu real quick and show you what the gold is used for. So it gives you a skill shop now. So upgrade your heroes and the skill shop. So you go to the skill shop. It says, welcome to the skill shop. Yeah. And you see right here, your gold is sacrificed to and becomes skill points. So now every time you pick up gold, requires, I think it increases over time, but it says 3 out of 4, so if I had one more it'd be a plus 12, but since I have 3 fourths it'd be a plus 11. But I think this also increase over time, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, every time you pick up gold, it gives you more points, and what you can use the points on is, let's say like you really love Berserker, you think he's a sexy red beard kind of guy, then you can put your points here, right? And let's say like you want, like, oh man, but I really like this character now. Do not worry, because you can click on this one and it refunds you completely. So there's that. Also, you can upgrade the gods. So let's say like you really are into Thor, you can upgrade Thor to the max. Or if you're really into Freya, boom. And next video, we can check out Loki. But yeah, and these are the other gods. We got Odin, we got Skadi, we got Njord, and we got Nidhogg. Say that 3 times fast. But yeah, we got Ceres. I think that's how you say it. Ceres. I don't know. Or is it Ceres? Is it Ceres? If it was Ceres, wouldn't it be spelled different? I don't know. Anyways, you got Revenant, and then you got the Flame Sister. That sounds kind of cool. You got Warden, and you got the Kinslayer. Woo! But yeah, all right, that covers everything in the game. So hopefully you enjoyed whatever this video was. First look of Jotunnslayer. Or I could do a playthrough with this game, continue playing it. If you guys want to keep watching me play this, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out the next video. If you enjoy this kind of content, please hit the like button so it lets me know to keep making content like this. And if you have any suggestions on different games or different game modes or whatever, just type it in the comments. I usually read all of them, especially when I'm a small YouTuber, right? So that all being said, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. All right, bye-bye.